nervous. Mahari, you're up first.
All right,
Pitch us your Therabody campaign.
My plan here is to not just finish strong. I want to make sure that I leave in a way that is big. And when I win this, I want everybody to know I went all in. Okay. My favorite commercials inspired me when I was growing up to clean or to get my favorite cereal because the representative made the product fun. With that in mind, I created in my campaign, Vibe. So he shows up in the most awkward moments to remind people where to get relief for their pain. So in my spec commercial, we're outside playing with the kids, you throw the ball, and we all seen that when that ache hits you in that shoulder and you're like, ouch, what was that? And then you lean over and he whispers in your ear, Theragun Sense. And then same, he closes out the commercial, he pops up in front of the screen and he says, where there's pain, that's Theragun.
Okay. Mahari, well done.
Thank you.
I think one thing I would push on when we move forward is this is very pain-focused. Obviously, our products help with other things too, stress, tension. Do we want to focus it purely on pain, or do we want to broaden it a little bit more?
Absolutely.
That's memorable, for sure. I mean, how can you not smile when you see that guy?
Right.
As a marketer, I think the thing I would always think about as a brand is like, this person now is associated with our brand, right? Do you want that long-term? Something to think about.
Thank you.
Yes.
Great job, Mahari.
Thank you. Executed on everything that I could possibly do. So I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself as a creative. I'm proud of myself as a husband and as a father. And also I'm just proud of myself as a me.
Bianca, you're up next. Go get him, Bianca. Come on.
I'm usually super confident walking into a pitch, but I'm feeling this pressure because there's everything riding on this one account. So even though it makes me uncomfortable, I think I should just go in and tell the story of how this idea came to life. I don't like to cry in front of people, not even my friends. But last week I did. I had just won the KitchenAid account and found out I made it to the Final Four, and it should have been a happy moment, but really all I could feel was stress. And it made me realize how that stress and that physical embodiment can sorry, one second, I need to find my words.
It is a little shocking to see Bianca unnerved. I just can't believe this is happening.
Sorry, one second, I need to find my words. I'm like frustrated at myself because I can't just like think on my feet because there's so much pressure. 2 people are going home. That's half of the agency gone. I need to get a spot. I need to. Okay, sorry, when stress builds, sometimes you just have to let it go. Stress is a universal experience, and that's what this campaign is all about. Stress builds, and Therabody helps you let it go. Traditionally, Therabody, and the Theragun in particular, has been marketed as a muscle recovery tool. But most people aren't recovering from marathons. We're recovering from Monday. And that's a story we're telling with this commercial. We have a clearly burnt out person working late, and a boss is like, you can handle these reports before tomorrow morning, right? That would be terrific. And then it cues this highly dramatized, highly comedic stress tantrum. We are seeing papers flying, computers being smashed, a keyboard through a screen. But then you realize and reveal that it was just a fantasy. And at that moment is when he reaches out from his desk and gets his Theragun Sense, showing that the Theragun Sense is the immediate stress relief solution, but also a necessary and attainable intervention.
Thank you so much. Bianca, I love that you said, like, I'm not recovering from a marathon, I'm recovering from Monday.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
The visuals make a lot of sense. It cracks me up because I've felt that way before. The feeling that you have when you're going to explode. You sort of visualize throwing things, but you don't. So that makes a lot of sense to me.
One of the top things people are struggling with right now are stress and tension. So it's very relevant to the moment, and I think that's always important. I know you did get a little nervous and tripped up. I think it's totally fine to say, I need a moment, or, then that's totally human.
Awesome.
Thank you.
you.
Great job. Thank you, Bianca.
Yeah.
Ryan, pitch us your Therabody campaign.
Hey.
Innovator of the Year is a huge deal. I'm launching my agency in a space that I've been, trying to build out. And like $100,000 is a big deal for me. They want something that's fun and edgy that evokes a feeling. Edgy's fun. So let's lean into it. Oh my, yeah.
That's an HR violation.
I'm sorry. I saw Theragun Sense and I had to take the opportunity to get a release real quick,
Still don't trip.
Did it sound like I was doing something else back there?
Yes.
Right? There's something about that. It's relief, but it's more than relief. It's deeper than that, right? It's a physical and audible release. It's a product that's so good it feels like a steal. That is why the perfect campaign for you is steal your release. Picture this. We go into the everyday home. We're starting in on our athlete. He racks the weight up. He comes off. He's hitting his leg right there. He gets distracted by his phone, sets it behind him. Swiped as soon as he puts it down. Cross camera. It's a social butterfly. She just got back from a date. She was wearing high heels and she's hitting the bottom of her feet. Oh, that audible release. Every time. An audible release, a different spot, a different use. Then we end with a little bit of comedy at the end because everyone's pointing fingers. Who's got the Theragun Sense? I'm tired of this. And the dog is the one that's ending up with it.
Good job. Great job, Ryan.
Ryan, one of the tricks of advertising, especially in commercials, is to get people's attention in those first 3 seconds. Your pitch started fantastic, okay? I was a little taken aback. The idea of being fun and edgy, you certainly delivered that.
This is an insight we hear all the time, is who stole my Theragun? My dad stole it, my mom stole it, my grandparents stole it. You hit the nail on the head in so many ways.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you very much for the feedback.
Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you.
Last up, Piper, take us home.
What it's gonna take me to finish strong is to be myself. I really approached my marketing with my artwork. And for me to be at my best for this last pitch, I need to take some deep breaths and focus. So with my campaign, the best time for recovery is any time. I'm really stressed right now because I'm talking in front of everybody. And my spec commercial will feature a family. My commercial is going to start with Mom.
I heard that.
Right? The mom in the evenings wants to unwind and read and loosen up her shoulders, but then she kind of uses it as a bookend and she wants to keep it there, right? And then she's like, Piper, where is the Sense? And oh, it's actually on her studio table and it's like part of your work environment. So it's just there. And then Lilith goes on and goes like, ew, Dad, why is this under the sheets like that? And that's the explanation. So this spec commercial is gonna see quick cuts between people going like, Mom, Dad, Piper. So there you go. That is tying in the product with all of the different places that it lives in because it really should be integrated into our lives. Thank you.
Thank you.
One of the things I always tell my team is our enemy is the drawer. Because when Theragun is in a drawer, you're not using it, people don't see it. So I love this idea of how you're just making it a part of like the home.
When I heard Mom, I got triggered. You know what I mean? I was like, is that my child calling me? You know what I mean? Girl, because let me tell you, the funny thing about being a mom is that anytime you hear anybody call Mom, your head pops up and you start looking around.
Great points on hooking the viewer. We live in a noisy, busy world. Bringing it into the home and making it, again, something that everyone's using, I think is something we're looking for. A lot of good stuff in here.
Thank you, Piper.
Thank you, thank you. I thought my pitch went well. The reactions from the judges were all great responses, but I'm just like, am I doing enough?
It's over.
It's over!
Dr. Jade, John, the On Brand Agency delivered 4 A+ ideas from 4 A+ creatives, but only 2 can move forward to see their commercials come to life with our very special VIP guest.
It was a tough decision because all of you, we could see making any of your ideas.
Going home raises the stakes in a different way because it's now actually showing something that you deserve to be here. If you're not going big, you need to go home. And I hope I'm not going home.
So who is going to be the first creative selected?
The first creative is